We're mic'd up with Montgomery.
Welcome to Real Talk, where real estate meets real conversations.
I'm Sean Harvey.
I'm Brittany Newhart.
And I'm Amber Harvey.
Welcome to the podcast,
Mrs. Owner. Mrs. Owner.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here and talk about marketing.
But you're also not new to Montgomery.
No.
You've been here.
I have.
You've been behind the scenes
for
quietly.
a while.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we like it. Now you're kind of more into the picture now that Sean's sole owner. We kind of get to see you more because you have your own office down here.
I do, yes.
Yeah.
She's got 2 offices, actually.
Yeah, she does. You're also starting Henny Penny Pet Store.
We are.
Yeah. So how exciting is that? You ready for it, or is it like a whole different thing out there for you?
You know, it's something that I've never done before, so it's nerve-wracking, but we're figuring it out together, and it's a lot of fun. We've been getting a lot of feedback from the community, and everyone's really excited that we're starting it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. You guys work very well as a team together, obviously down here, and then now with this pet store, I think you'll do great.
Yeah, we keep busy, and we've got a lot to do, and it's a lot of learning, but we're getting it figured out.
Yeah. So along with marketing, you also like to travel. So traveling as a real estate agent, what is it like to travel with Sean? Truthfully, what's
Well, I
it like?
do all the driving because he's in the passenger seat working.
That's usually how it goes. There's always like a saying that when you plan a vacation and go out of town, you get busier. So that's.
I feel
That's
like I
great.
still do quite a bit of driving, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Gotta stick up.
But we
yourself.
always, we always focus on not leaving our clients behind. So if we leave the office, we are still here for our clients, no matter where we are in the country or state.
You're not just like peace
we're
out.
not. We're not like peace out, see you later.
Yeah, good luck.
Talk to you maybe if I come back. No,
Yeah.
You don't just move away and ghost your clients.
we do
Yeah.
not do that. No, not at all.
That's the nice thing too, is like there is always unscheduled things that come up where you might have to travel for, but normally when we travel, we are very good at scheduling things around it, letting each other know. But I've shown stuff for you, you've shown stuff for me when you're gone.
That's the nice
and
thing
it's
about
great.
having a team like this is that if I have somebody call me that wants to see a house while I'm somewhere, I can say, Brittany, can you help me with this? Janet, can you help me with this? Whoever,
Yeah.
and they can go show the house, write the offer. We all work together very well like that because you have to be able to give each other a break from the business so that you can have your own lives as well.
Yeah, we all have family. We all like to spend that family time and stuff outside of the office and be able to trust that somebody is getting things taken care of if we can't personally be there.
Right.
But usually we're, sitting there still
Sometimes we're
doing the
out-
work.
we're out seeing the sites. We're on our phones talking
Yeah.
about catastrophes that happen in real estate while we're looking at the sites. But
It's
that's
okay.
just the way it goes sometimes.
What happens when you have no service? You just have all the faith in
Yeah,
the world.
nobody calls then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one calls.
Phone
No,
never rings.
That's like when we're out hiking or whatever, and you don't have any service, but then all of a sudden you hear someone's phone go off, and it's like, oh, I have service, so everyone stops.
Yeah.
I got to check my
Check
messages.
your
quick.
emails.
Or you hike as fast as you can to the top, so you have service. Usually there's service at the
Well, if you're
top.
hiking like during a business day, we've done that before. And when you get to that spot with service, sometimes you have like 13 emails that you need to respond to and
Oh, yeah.
12 text messages. And it's like,
Yeah.
I just hiked for 30 minutes.
Yeah. That's about how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yep, that's fun. Traveling wise, though, I think that do you guys like to do more of the hiking and traveling, or are you more relaxed and sit
I
by the
do.
beach?
I don't like to sit and relax. I can't relax.
I could sit and relax. It wouldn't bother me at
Yeah.
all.
I do love seeing your posts. Marketing wise, you do take very good photos.
Thank
so
you.
You always have fun posts about when you're hiking places.
That's
that-
the nice thing about marketing is you can do it from anywhere. So I can do anything for
for marketing wise. You also you used to run a daycare. You watched my kids and stuff before. And
I did.
helped raise them as little tykes, and you did marketing then.
I did.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I worked from home for a while, just doing ads here and there as when I have time. And I do it now. I do marketing for the pet store. I do marketing for Psychopaths, the bike club we started many years ago. What was it,
Like
5?
2017 or 2018.
Oh, wow.
We
That's-
started the bike club, and then now we're getting it back up and running. It just, we're trying to get more stuff going on in the community with opening the store, and then community involvement and exercise, things you can do as a family all together. So
Yeah.
that's what we're focusing on.
I don't think people realize how many paths there are to like bike around town. Like people are not very well known on that. So that's kind of
Right.
nice to see that, and the marketing helps behind that too to
We have a bunch
open
of
it up.
paths that run up like 21st and over to Lincoln. And then we have Dakota Avenue where they're redoing the street. They're putting in wide sidewalks. So those are both sidewalk and bike paths. And then there's going to be a bike lane going up the 3rd and 4th Street area where the new road went in. And then the city's actually buying some land between Walmart and Gibbs Park. And that's going to turn into a bike path as well.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of biking in the
Right.
community, which is awesome.
Yeah, which for you guys as adventurous people is very fun. And
Well,
I mean,
biking's
I
a
like
pretty
it
good
too.
workout too.
Yeah,
It is.
and I like walks and runs, I guess.
I can't run. I do love to walk,
Yeah.
but I can't run.
If somebody's chasing me, I'd probably run. But
You know, I always used to say that, and I got into running recently, so it's fine. But I always say, like, it's never enjoyable, like mile 1 through 3. So you have to get over 3.
Oh,
Then it's
see.
like only enjoyable for a little bit until all of a sudden you're like, oh, cool, now I'm gonna die.
I make
So,
it like 1 to 200
Yeah.
feet
yeah, like
before
3,
I run out of breath.
3 through 6 is great mileage
Yeah.
there because you can finally breathe again.
Right.
And yeah, after that though, it's okay. But that's the other thing too, is with marketing, with all these new different apps, these new futuristic things that we see with the AI, with scheduling out Facebook posts, with having this flexibility with social media and having so many platforms that connect together, it is kind of easier to not be stuck in the office all the time, to kind of get yourself out there, even if it's not just paperwork wise. Paperwork, we've been doing great. DocuSign is amazing. Half the time we use that when we're even in town, let alone vacation wise. But what kind of futuristic things do you guys use? You use virtual staging a lot, which is nice to see.
Right. Well, let me tell you, social media is just a gold mine for real estate marketing because what's the number one thing people do anymore? They stare at their phones and they're scrolling. You're literally scrolling all day. So that's where marketing is very important, and staying consistent and keeping people's engagement, that's very important. We use the platforms like Facebook. We're on Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
and Snapchat. Actually, we just had a giveaway on Snapchat where if you added us, followed us, did whatever we asked, we gave out $50 in Huron bucks, just to get people to like all the different social medias that we're on, because marketing isn't the same. I don't post everything the same on Facebook that I do on the Snapchat and so on. So
Yeah. Like Snapchat, you kind of see a little bit more
You
sneak
do.
peeks of stuff because it's
do.
not out there forever.
well,
So it's
Snapchat's a lot
fun.
easier to use. You just take your phone out, take a quick video, put it
Yeah.
out there, where Facebook is a little,
Gotta post it
and you got to put a
be more
caption.
engaging.
Yeah, it just takes a little more. So you see more things on Snapchat, I think.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we're also on YouTube and
Yes.
Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
Oh,
We have
yes, for the-
everything. We
Yeah.
cover almost
For
everything.
the podcast,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Well, that's the other thing too, is we have Montgomery's page, but each agent also has their own page. So it's kind of nice because Montgomery's our base home with it. And each of us agents are kind of branching off and showing ourselves off too. So every agent, like we say, is different. We all work well as a family, but yet we all
Everybody has
can.
different interests, though.
Yeah, we all have different things that we like to show off. We all have different ways of marketing ourselves. I do posting a little bit different. I kind of like the minimalist style, but also getting into more of the videos nowadays, especially we've had a lot of interest on our flip house showing that. And I feel like every agent kind of has like a niche a little bit. And I do love flip houses. I love walking into a house and somebody being like, "Oh, I hate this." I'm like, "Okay, but you could change it. You
Mhm.
could do this, you could fix this, you could paint this, if you take this out, open this wall." I'm too much that person where I'm like, I love this house because there's so much options. So
And that's what they say. They say videos are the main thing that people watch. And like you said, everyone's different. Everyone markets themselves different. I'm more of I want to see pictures. I don't really want to watch a video of somebody standing in front of something and then going through a house super fast where you can't really see it. I want to see the pictures and
pause and zoom in.
yeah, like I love the virtual tours because you can actually walk through the rooms. I think that's great. But yeah, like you said, everyone's different, and agents market themselves here too. I don't do everything. They do stuff themselves. I focus on like marketing the company as a whole,
Yeah.
and agents do their own marketing on them.
Yeah.
For
So
themselves.
each agent is really their own business. So
Exactly.
each agent, in the entire city needs to, and works on their own marketing, and it's kind of a reflection of themselves, I guess, and what they like and what they like to see, and what they put out there, I
And
guess.
that's with the Snapchat, where I think the behind the scenes content is more fun to watch. Like
Yeah.
I'll I'll put a video on Snapchat of like Sissy riding the scooter down the hallway, things
Yeah.
like that, or Sean making a cake for his daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
These are the fun things that you get
Well,
to
that's
show.
yeah. A lot of people see listings, photos of a house, photos of something coming up, and like that's about it. Like there's a lot more to our social media stuff
And
too.
we've talked about
that
it in
we
the
try to
past,
open.
but everybody needs to work with somebody they're comfortable with. So when you're marketing, it's not just about marketing the property, it's about
Right.
marketing yourself so people know who you are and what kind of a person you are.
Definitely. Like you said too, we also do a lot of giveaways online, so it
Mhm.
always does pay off to follow us. Like there's incentives. We want you to follow us. We want to convince you that we're worth following, and we like doing giveaways to kind of involve the community. And
That's the fun part.
yeah, and a lot of the times our giveaways are around something else. Like they're
Right.
based on raising awareness. You guys do a lot with the Humane Society in town,
Yes.
so
we love to support
yeah,
that, especially.
Well,
that's been
Amber's
great.
done a really good job of trying to, like, if we go out for lunch, showcasing a different meal, or
Yes.
if we
Mhm.
go to this place, she can showcase a different thing, and just maybe you can see things by watching our social media that you didn't even know
Absolutely.
existed.
Like I went to, Diamonds in the Rough, and bought a whole outfit, and I said, "Look what I got here." You know how many messages I got
Oh yeah.
about that? And people are saying, "Oh, I got to go in there. I didn't know they had that." So I think that's the importance of, social media as well, and marketing. You can market for anyone.
Exactly. And I like how each of your marketing, it's kind of similar. Like every person has kind of their own style of marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of get a little bit more free range here now.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. It's really fun to see kind of the change in our marketing.
It
To
is.
see
It's
how
fun. It's stress free.
Yeah.
I can do what I want. I don't,
it's not like a drop in the pictures, here's what you have to say type of thing.
Right.
It's been a lot of flexibility, especially around each of us agents,
Mhm.
since we're all so different. You kind of have that
Right.
neat change in it where you're kind of showcasing each of us of how we are, not just Montgomery.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then when you show listings, those are like we're under Montgomery, so you're always posting what listings we have. So if you follow Montgomery, and you'll still see each
Oh, yeah.
individual person
Yep.
on there. So it's been good. So what's next in real estate for marketing, do you think?
Everything changes constantly. It's like I said, it's I started out with Photoshop, and that's where I did all the marketing, and then they came out with all these other apps. And actually I don't even know how many apps there are. I do videos on one, flyers on another. It's just crazy, you can't keep up. But right now, AI is really big right now, and I think you can AI basically writes everything for you. And
It does a good job of writing stuff for you, but the problem is that you have to go back and be like, would I actually write this? I have to
Yes.
like
that's true.
Yeah.
make it. You have to make it your own.
You
Whatever you
can
do.
definitely make it sound like a robot, and that's what it is. It's a robot
It is a robot.
telling
It
you,
is.
saying something. Like you type in a couple of things, but it's a very good tool to start you off, and then to add your personality back into
Yes,
it.
it helps with different ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, you can type something into AI like, "What should I say about this little house that's ready to fall over?"
Yeah.
Or this
What
big man,
nice
or this
things can I
big
say?
mansion. How can I make this a really good listing?
Yeah.
But you still have to. You can't just go in and you can't copy and paste.
No,
It doesn't
definitely
work.
not.
You can use the ideas that it gives and then build your own description, build your own stuff, but
For sure.
you have to make sure it's still personable.
And virtual tours, I think, are just getting more in depth and that, but it's still, we've had them for a while.
Oh yeah.
I love going back. We used a virtual tour on this flip house that we did,
Mhm.
and it's been great because we can go back and we're like, holy cow,
Yeah, we were
Taking
actually the
this is hard.
first company in town to have virtual tours.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we started that off, and it really helps,
Oh, yeah.
especially with out of town buyers.
Yes. Yeah.
Or like,
nobody wants to say the swear word, but COVID really helped.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Or
Yeah.
like,
It's a swear word these
even
days.
for like Amber doesn't go to all of our listings.
Yeah.
But if
that's
you have
true.
the virtual tour and she can walk through that, that even helps her out with advertising.
Definitely.
Or you as the agent, if you're going to show that house and you haven't been there before, you can walk through that ahead of time. You're like, okay, I know the layout, I know the flow of this. So when I'm walking through with my buyer, it shows it.
Definitely. I think it's nice too because we do have a lot of buyers that want specific things. So us ourselves can go through that virtual tour and be like, okay, you said you wanted this certain aspect, like laundry on the main level. I can see just walking through it, it's not. Or they say, what's up over here? And you can go through the virtual tour and kind of turn around and see what's over here.
Right.
Whereas a picture, I don't want to say we manipulate pictures, but pictures, you might not showcase every single angle of every single room. So sometimes having that virtual tour just gives you the full 360, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're kind of a pain in the butt to do though. Like
They
stairs.
take some time. And sometimes
Yeah.
if you're trying to open and close doors, it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, no. All of a sudden you're like walking and the door's closed and you take another step and the door's open and
Yeah.
I hate it.
You almost
Stairs.
need to take door stops and a whole bunch of extra stuff with you because
Yeah.
you never know.
The flip house when we did the virtual walkthrough, I made my dad go with me because in the beginning it was very sketchy looking place. And I was looking back through some of the photos. I'm like, oh, there we are, hiding in the corner.
Oh,
like we
really?
need to get out of the view. And I was like, you see my dad just ducking. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
you have
it's
to
like
be
360. Yeah, it catches
Mhm.
everything.
And that's why,
Yeah.
just so the public knows, if we ask you to leave your house for an hour and a half, that is why. Because we have to run into every other room
Yeah.
every time we push the scan button.
Yeah, it's because we're trying to protect ourselves because we look ridiculous.
Yes, that too.
Yep. I always say like if you can see it, it can see you. So
And
gotta
even
watch
with the AI and everything that's coming out, at the end of the day, the best marketing is connecting with people.
Yeah.
And AI is never going to take that away. So
that's
No.
kind of nice though. It's nice
Mhm.
to have that, to know that when we're out in the community, we're actually still doing something more.
we're still
Then-
people.
Yeah,
You're still people.
exactly. Instead of posting, it's great to post all this stuff. It's great to be that person. It's 100% the best way to showcase yourself to a bunch of people. But being in person and actually meeting somebody, you're going to have a whole different view of them. So it's
Right.
nice to be able to showcase that.
Yeah, I mean, somebody might call Brittany because they want to flip a house too, and Brittany knows what to look for in a flip
Mhm.
house.
Yeah.
Somebody might, we'll just use Janet as an example. If Janet lives at the lake, well, maybe we want to use Janet to sell our lake house,
Mhm.
or different things like that. And I think being relatable to people is important.
Definitely.
If you're not relatable to people, then I mean, it's going to be a long process.
Well, as we travel, as we do marketing, as we do all of this stuff, we're very thankful that we can do all of this as we travel and as we're here and out of the office and homesick or doing whatever. It's nice to have people that we can lean back on and trust. So it's been great.
Yeah, you're doing a good
You're-
job, Amber.
Yeah, we'll keep you around for at least another 2 years.
Yeah, as long as you're
Yep.
Mrs. Owner,
We'll
you get to
renew
stick
it
around
every
forever.
2 years. Okay, we gotta vote you back in.
And be
But-
patient with me. I market a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. We also,
Sean's not the only one with 5 other jobs. It's me too.
Yeah, well, we also have to kiss your butt sometimes because you are the one posting for us, so we gotta make sure
Don't forget, you can find us on Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook.
And
YouTube
Apple
and
Podcasts.
Apple
Oh, yeah,
too.
no.
And someday probably TikTok. I think Sean wants to do some of these dancing moves.
You know,
out
I
there.
haven't gotten behind the whole TikTok thing. I still don't have it.
Okay, I love
I-
it for parenting. Like, seriously, there's so many things where I'm like, if I would have known this when I was like a first time parent,
Sure.
You
and I
gotta
was
be
like,
careful.
all
who
these
you follow on
gadgets.
there, though.
Yeah.
We
Oh
just
yeah.
watched a TV
No,
show about that.
Yeah, I was like, not like how to parent, but like the gadgets around it, and I'm like, what the shit? Like that would have been so awesome, but
Yeah,
no, definitely not how to.
the-
parent. I just
that little
everything.
girl on YouTube, that lady on YouTube who had all the followers, millions of followers, and she was abusing and neglecting her
Yeah,
children behind
what-
the scenes.
So you got to be careful.
So
who you're
that's
getting
why
your
we do
parenting
behind the
tips from.
scenes. We want to show you that we're actually the real person.
I don't know. Maybe my daughter will have to teach me how to use TikTok. I don't know. And that's the thing. There's so many different apps out there. You just have
Yeah,
to
do you want
figure
to
it
add
out.
another? Add another.
Add
There is,
another.
because as we make videos, it's like, okay, well, how do I do this with this video? And it's like, oh, I need a different app for that because this
Mhm.
one won't
yeah.
do that. And then it's like, oh, well, now I have to learn how to use this whole program.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
I have all mine clustered. There's a real estate bundle of apps, and it just keeps growing. So
and I
yeah.
try to download whatever apps I can get on my computer because I don't like looking at my phone screen that much when I'm
Yeah.
working. So
It is
I like
hard.
to blow things up. and get 'em
everything
big and-
integrates well, though. So that's
But the
nice.
older you get, the harder it is to keep up with all these. Like,
Mhm.
Oh gosh,
our daughter could probably make us a TikTok in 30 seconds, and it's going to take me 20 minutes to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And
Well, that is nice, but also it's not just like an age thing because there's just so many. Like
There's
when
so
we were
many.
younger, Facebook. That's it. That's you learned
well,
one
we
app.
had some
Everybody can
Yahoo
master it.
Messenger stuff
Yeah.
too. That was pretty
That's true.
fancy at
We
the
should go
time.
back. Oh
That's
gosh,
where
what's
we
that? Like
started.
MSN stuff.
MSN
like,
and
yeah.
Yahoo. Yep.
Yeah.
They probably don't know how to run that.
No.
Then don't
They
you see
don't.
them like they don't know how to do an actual phone. So like
Yeah.
has a cord. They'd be like, what is this?
Yeah.
Cord.
And just so everybody
Yeah.
knows, our daughter is sitting here with us and
Yeah.
she's looking at us like, what are you even talking about?
Exactly. Yeah. We need instead of doing the new sayings that kids say these days, we need to go back and be like, what is this item to
Right?
Yeah.
teenagers? So
That
Yeah.
is
we'll come
fun.
back at you.
We should do that for an episode.
We
Show them
should.
pictures and
Oh,
ask
yeah.
them, do you know
That
what
is
this
a good
is?
idea.
Yep.
Yep.
You'll
Coming
see
soon.
us next. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of our up and coming. So
Anything
Okay.
else exciting going on in the community?
well, MX on the Decks just ended.
Yeah, that was fun. We were in the suite.
Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah,
Yeah. It's always fun.
we
down
got a
there.
suite for that. We sat up top. We could see everything that was going on.
We had a lot of people up there with us.
Yeah, that was a
It
lot
was
of fun.
really cool.
That thing
Yeah.
it amazes me how many people drive in from that. I
Yeah.
was looking at Facebook the other day and I saw on one of their posts they said we're coming from Wyoming, and I'm like,
That's crazy.
I mean that's awesome.
That is neat.
Minnesota, all over the place, North Dakota.
It's neat too, like how much the Dex is bringing around. And then the arena, they updated their screens and stuff, so they had state Bs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
And that
all
crowd
these people.
this last
coming to
weekend
town.
was just huge.
Yes, I heard every hotel, every place was just packed. So
I mean, if you
it's great.
drove by the arena last weekend, it was just packed. It was
Yeah.
unreal, which
Definitely.
is great.
Yeah, we're
So
happy
there's
to
a lot
have
going on in
everybody.
town.
It's kind of hard when they cross because it's like it's just got to be so packed in town for everywhere.
Yeah.
Like when MX and the state Bs cross,
Yeah.
it's like nobody can find a hotel. So
It's wonderful. It's great.
hopefully for the restaurants and businesses around
Yeah.
town.
Oh,
it's been good.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, we'll have you back, Amber. We'll keep you happy. We'll always try and smooze you. How's
Just-
that,
just-
Mrs. Owner?
Just keep up with the Snapchats and you'll see all the fun behind the scenes things that
Definitely.
Yep.
the agents here are up to.
Snapchats, Facebooks, everything. We're all over the place.
We're all over the place.
Billboards.
I'll
Yeah.
work on TikTok maybe.
Yeah. Start
Well,
dancing.
I
Do
suppose
the.
we probably better get on the TikTok thing.
I think so. I think you just
a
have
new,
to.
It's a new day and
gonna
age.
come.
So,
Yep. It's coming.
well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
And have a great week.
Yes. Take care.
And remember, who you work with matters.